Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, everybody, I know I said I think I'll be back at about 7 o'clock tonight and go live. And I had a snag and didn't manage to get home until late tonight. So, anyway, Libras, sorry that it's later than what I wanted, but still great to be here. And I hope you guys have had a lovely day wherever you are. I hope your day was nice and smooth. I had a lovely day, just a very busy one. So, here we are. I just want to kind of take a look at what is the energy surrounding Libra right now. And we have the Magician. Magician energy is Virgo Gemini. This is somebody who's obviously got one hand on their crystal ball. We've got a palm reader here. We've got somebody who may have gone to a tarot reading. What did the tarot readers say? Five of Pentacles sideways. This looks like our Libra may have received a message from, like I say, to possibly a tarot card reader, or maybe this is a Virgo or Gemini who received a storyline. But it has to do with two people both feeling a combination of loss, but also, as we can see, kind of like stepped on, kind of like a place of, dissatisfaction, of compression even. Hi, Nikki. Great to see you, sweetie. We have got the Four of Cups, and we've also got the Page of Wands sideways. It feels to me like, I'm not sure yet who Libra is. If Libra is the person who got a tarot card reading or a psychic reading or something like that. And for the record, you guys know I'm not a psychic. I am a fictional storyteller. Personally, I've never met as someone who is truly psychic. I think they should be out there. I think some people probably are. I just haven't met one myself that was legit. That I thought was legit. So please just know, I take that with a grain of salt. I'm a fictional storyteller, not a psychic. I do not have that gift. If I did, trust me, I'd spout off about it all day. But I don't. But in this story, we have somebody who went to a tarot card reader or a psychic. Was it legit? Was it not? Look, I think we make our own decisions in life. I think nobody can tell us what our future will be. But we certainly have different timelines that we could consider and could decide what we want to do. Well, somebody went to talk to a tarot card reader or a psychic, and they had some kind of a message that came through, like there's two people experiencing a feeling of loss, one perhaps more significantly than the other. We keep seeing symbols of loss and symbols of a desire to do something about it, but not knowing how to take the first step. We have somebody sitting on a swing, but unless you pump those legs, you don't get the swing moving. So I'm going to say whatever, I mean, honestly, that right there is kind of like maybe some straightforward messaging, right? We all know that when we're unhappy about something and we want something to change, if we do nothing, we may not have any change occur. So it wouldn't take a psychic or a, tarot card reader to say something like that to somebody, because that's just kind of a fact, right? But let me ask, who is Libra in this? Three of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Wands upright. Well, it doesn't look like Libra's the one who went out and got a tarot card reading. In fact, Libra looks like I'm not held back or wounded by anything. Actually, I'm kind of feeling sexy today. I'm feeling my oats. I'm feeling like I'm out there interacting. I'm feeling pretty special. John Schultz, great to see you. Love is legendary. Unleash Shetsky. Hi, Broken Beaver Bliss. Deborah Abshire. So great to see everybody. Thank you so much. And Love is legendary. Delighted to catch you. I would say Libra, though, can be as spicy, sassy, fun, flirtatious as they want, but they're still super intuitive. So what did Libra pick up on today? Okay, so let me just mention right now, we may have Libra sensing, because maybe Libra's a little bit on the psychic side, right? So Libra's picking up on a vibe. What is the vibe here? Libra's getting some kind of energy. Ooh, Two of Cups. Libra's feeling a message coming in from their Two of Cups. Okay, so earlier today, in between a very hectic schedule that I had today, I was able to put out what I called an urgent message. And it was because there was a sense of busyness and urgency in my real life, but also I was like, I have to sit down and do a storyline. I just have to. So I went ahead and just made time for it, even though it kind of shouldn't have happened, but I had to. And I feel like it could be connected. So I don't know if Libra needs to check out the urgent message, but it started out with the Two of Cups. I'm using a different deck. It's different energy. There was strong Libra that came up in that video earlier today. So interesting twist. This says Libra somehow, even though they were having a good day today, even though they've been sassy and having a good time and they haven't been feeling heartbroken and they've maybe even been flirting with a lot of people, maybe dating different people, having a generally like good time and busy time. Something in their spidey sense started to bling, and it looks like they suddenly thought of somebody that they believe is a Two of Cups. Doesn't mean this is somebody that they're with. This could be somebody from long ago and far away. That could be the person who got that tarot card reading about them. We'll check on that in just a minute. But what's so weird is that Libra, I think, felt like a pang or something. In this story, Libra had a little bit of, oh, that still hurts. There was something really good about a moment, at least, that we shared. There was something really special, really sacred that we shared together. And then, ouch, that's a memory. I'm hearing that song by, is it Bryce Lee or Lee Bryce? Your memory I don't mess with. The girl I was the best with. I'll fall right back with one step, always leaving me helpless. Don't hate me, I can't help it. Your memory I don't mess with. It's a great song. It's really, oh my God, I love that song. It's got like a nice little cha-cha vibe to it. Sorry, I have to dance when I think of the song. Let me ask, who is our first character over here? The one who seems like they may have gotten the tarot card reading. Okay, we have the World, we have the Tower sideways. This is definitely somehow, they feel connected still to Libra, I think. They are perhaps, they were either told, and whether it was, kind of true, not true at all, or just somebody picked up on the fact that, like, it seems like you're still missing a Libra, and it seems like that Libra is still missing you. That's kind of what they were told. And it seems like they would love a new beginning with Libra, but they may also not know at all how to get there. With the Tower card, it's like, if only egos dropped and we could stand side by side and hold hands and we could walk through this gateway and start all over again. It feels like that is their strongest desire. And it looks like they got called out for that. This is them kind of admitting, yeah, if I got a tarot card reading or something like that, or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's somebody who just is extremely intuitive. It doesn't take a rocket scientist for a good friend who knows a character well to be able to say, honestly, I think you're just still missing that Libra that you used to date. I really saw you happier with them than anybody. It seems like you've been bummed ever since you guys haven't been together. The two of you seem so happy. I can't imagine that they are not missing you too. Like, that could have been the dialogue that somebody just popped off and said. And I kind of think that they hit the nail on the head, at least for whomever this character is. This character could be Capricorn, could be an Aries. But I would say that's spot on. So let me just say, what is the real vibe that, like, somebody wants to send over to Libra at this point? The Star, if they could send a wish tonight. Are we coming into the Leonids now? Is that the next shower, meteor shower? Are we into Leonids? I might be wrong about that. I have to double check. With the Star here, I really think they're thinking heavily about Libra tonight. This doesn't matter what gender they are. But there's a sense of distance. There's a sense of wishing to heal. There's a sense of, I really feel like they're submerged in thoughts of Libra. And if anything, maybe this is the first time in a long time they really let themselves sit down and just go over it in their mind and say, this has been a really heavy burden. This has been something that, I've missed Libra for a long time. I've been bummed for a long time over everything that happened. It has not been, something I could let go of, because in truth, what I want is a do-over. How do you let go of something if what you actually want is to have it back? So it's kind of like, creating a big lie in your head and saying, oh no, I can let it go. And it's like, that's the furthest thing from the truth. If they are finally, like, at least admitting that to themselves, it may feel freeing. Now, I don't know if this person's going to have a pretty sleepless night. I don't know if they're sitting out in the cold, looking up at the stars and asking themselves some real, coming to Jesus moment messages, like, let me ask myself, can I really forget this Libra? The answer is no. My friend just called me out, or the psychic just called me out, or whatever it was. The truth of it is, I think about Libra a lot. The truth of it is, this whole thing has been a burden. And the truth of it is, I need to do something about it. Now we have a Knight of Cups. Before we had the Page of Wands sideways, and I was like, okay, so there's no real action. There's no, I don't know how to start taking action. I don't know what to do. That's how they were before. Now we have them saying, maybe that's just it. I need to take action. Knights are action takers. Pages start the ball rolling, but they don't really take the first step necessarily, except like in a tentative way, maybe reaching out or, like somebody looking at whatever weather conditions, but they don't actually get in the car and start driving. A knight gets in the car or on the motorcycle and starts driving. So I'm wondering if by as early as tomorrow, this person is deciding that they need to go ahead and at least take a ride to clear their head, or they have to do something about the emotions that they've been keeping in here. 8 of Wands. All this says action, action, action. Gotta go. Gotta do something about these emotions. I can't sit here and feel it anymore. What are you hoping for from Libra? What are you wanting with Libra? 2 of Wands sideways. They know it's not just up to them. It's like, doesn't matter what I'm hoping for. Doesn't matter about anything of just what I want, because 2 people have to be considered in this. What route would we take? Do we finally get some damn closure? Or do we finally shake hands as friends? Or do we start love all over again? I don't know what is going to happen. So I don't know which road I'm going to wind up going down. Let me just ask this. Let's go back over to Libra. Let's pick a new deck for Libra. Let's go with this one. Libra, what is... no, I don't want that one. Let's go with this one. What is Libra's kind of like strongest desire or strongest energy when they think of this person? Let's put it in that context. Queen of Wands. Okay, so Libra may have some pretty strong desires still when it comes to this character. 2 of Cups again, but sideways. Libra remembers very well what it felt like to really, really want this person. Libra remembers that. With that 2 of Cups, especially sideways, it's like, and once upon a time, man, they looked at me like I was the greatest thing they ever saw. Can I ask Libra, what do you think happens with this connection? We have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Coins. I don't know if it's like, frankly, I have no idea what really happened. Everything got weird. Everything got, like too much time apart, too much time in our own heads, too much time thinking about stuff, too much time then starting to withdraw. It feels like in Libra's mind, it's like both people kind of like let this thing slip away. But may I ask, because at the very beginning, Libra said, I'm fine. I'm not heartbroken. In fact, I'm out there living my best flirtatious life. Wheel of Fortune. This is crazy. This says Libra's just recently started to feel like, man, I'm looking fly. I'm loving my life. I really want to, interact. I want to engage with others. This could be a new turn of events where Libra's just been feeling lighter and brighter, and like they've come back to themselves, and they're, liking what they see in the mirror, and they're upbeat, and they're, full of excitement, and their life is busy, and they're digging it, and they're feeling energized. This says that actually could be something that Libra's only recently really started to feel super light. We have the Hermit. Yeah, after a time period where Libra had really withdrawn into themselves for quite a while. Was it because of this person, or were you working on other stuff, Libra? Empress. Libra's like, I do for me what I need to do. There are things in my life that I experience, but I always choose how I'm going to let it impact me. So I like the fact that this Libra is like, oh, don't give my power away to somebody else and say, I did such and such because of them. No. I'm an Empress. I do what I need to do for me. I like that about this Libra. I like the fact that they're very quick to say, if I chose to retreat for a period of time, if I chose to work on me, it was only because it's what I do for myself. Nobody gets to like, look, I understand this attitude. I think it's like there's a sense of defiance to this character where it's like, don't think that even if I experience something with another person, that then that has the power to like usurp my own sovereignty. Thank you very much. I will be impacted by things as much as I choose to allow them to impact me. I will take full responsibility for the way I feel and I will work through things. But I'm not going to give anybody too much power and say they did that and then I felt this way because of them. It's like, no, I'm nobody's, like victim or wet rag or anything like that. Thank you very much. I handle things my own self. And so if I withdrew, I did it for me. And I really love this, like, ooh, this is a spicy, like strong backbone character. This is not somebody who's saying, oh, because of what happened with them, that's why I went into hermit mode. No, no. This Libra is real strong. This Libra is like, I do what I need to because I'm a fucking empress. I like her. We got the Knight of Swords. If anything, I would say that this is a really like active-minded, really intelligent character. This is somebody with some serious like strength, and if they got to sort something out, they go sort stuff out. They get back to living their best life, feeling more empowered than ever. But also, this Libra seems to be somebody that is incredibly honest with themselves, and they're honest with how they felt about somebody in the past, and they're honest that even still now they would say, oh, I remember very well when they looked at me with those eyes. It told me they were really attracted to me. I remember that very, very well. And do I still think that they're sexy? Oh, yep. Sure they are. Yep. Of course I remember that about them. How could I not? They were a 2 of cups for me. Doesn't mean I can't live without them, but will I say that they were a great love of my lifetime? Absolutely. Do I know what happened between us? Not exactly. Honestly, things got weird. I mean, with that 5 of Wands sideways and the 4 of Pentacles sideways, I don't know if things really devolved that much and fell apart, or if it was just things didn't go that smooth after a while and then neither person knew how to get it back on track. It feels like some clashes, some overthinking, and some kind of energy of almost sabotage. All I can say is at this point in time, Libra is thinking about this person on a day when they're feeling particularly awesome. And yet it's possibly because this person is soaking in this energy of like, I have been unhappy without Libra all this time. And I feel like they might have gotten a tarot card reading, or a friend called them out who knows them really well and just said some kind of, insightful things. And it's really got them thinking, I need to go talk to Libra. So at the end of the day, what are you doing? Are you going to go talk to Libra? King of Wands in the reverse, the Moon upright. It's not for us to know. This is not something we can identify. We saw them saying, I got to take some action. I got to move forward. We saw them hinting that's what they're going to do, but then saying, is this a good idea? What happens when I communicate with Libra? How do I approach? This person might still be in kind of like a sore, frustrated, painful energy. They might still be like kind of like a caged animal trying to figure stuff out. 3 of Wands. They're going to be uncomfortable for a while before they do anything. When do they move toward Libra? I don't know. This is 3 days to 3 months. How do they move toward Libra? Again, they're trying to figure out those words. They're trying to figure out how they feel. All I can say is at this point, they've had at least the come into Jesus moment to say, I'm going to have to go talk to this Libra because I can't leave it like this. This desire for a new beginning, all of this, it's overwhelming. I can't get over Libra, so therefore I need to go ahead and try to either get closure with Libra or deal with Libra again. I just don't know how they're approaching or exactly when. All right, we're going to leave this here. You guys, thank you so much for being here. John Schultz, thanks so much. AJ, Earth Magic, wonderful to see you. Murdog, Hetty, feeling my soul. And Queen Libra, Rusty Rivers, RT, John Schultz, love some Steph, YouTube watcher. Hi, sweetie. Thank you, guys. Really nice to see everybody. All right, I have to bounce out or this video will get too long and I'll have to pull it down and let it process. I'll see you guys next in Leo. Bye for right now.